teleconference is being recorded.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Most Merciful, the Truthful, and the Most Just. May Allah's Salam Alaikum. We are by what? All right. I know we had talked, but you didn't forget too. So you're supposed to write the stuff down. But anyway, I always things come to my mind while I'm traveling. As you notice, I always have something new to share with you. But as I think over the world and its way, a critical nation, period. I we are fast coming to the knowledge of the end of this world, that we are actually, it's becoming reality in the minds of people, that it does not take as those saying go, when you to pass your knowledge on to another generation, your world has come to an end, and it don't take that. You should recognize that. Then their school system is finished. If you don't believe it, we got a few brothers and sisters that's out there and see it, what they observe. These people don't take education seriously now. It's just a pastime. And as Allah is the judge of who shall desire knowledge and who shall. It's easy for him to facilitate the path to hell for people. All you have to do is take their desire away from knowledge and understanding. Misunderstanding is hell to man. It's we're not here to beg people. And so I want you to hear something from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. This is something that it was kind of a bonus, because it wasn't actually in the theology of time. They added it to these as the messenger is going through some of the things. I hadn't heard it in my theology of time collection. So I'm going to let you hear some of it, and then I'll kind of expound on it when necessary.
What that fellow said in the book, he said this, Mr. Muhammad. in the volumes of the book. He comes.
Well, actually, that wasn't what I was looking for. But that's that's he was telling you about me all of the time. That all of the books, the reason I'm said to come in the volume of the book is because I was told to eat up the whole thing. And so in the volume of the book, I come. For it's written of me. As it was like Jesus when he said, search the scriptures. For in them you think you have eternal life. And they are they that testify of me. And you will not come to me that you might have life. You know, I'm sitting up listening to people in church. I can go to church and be sitting there listening to people talking about what the Lord is and the Lord. I'm sitting there listening to them, quoting scriptures that's telling them about me. And their hearts is as far as the proverbial 19th galaxy to this one is from me. If I told them, if I stood up and told them, hey, this is me you were talking about it. So I just, you know, but what can you say? I want you to hear something else. We'll go to that one. This is the one where I was talking about originally.
I'm Elijah Muhammad, the preacher of to my people who have been lost and now found here in what is known as the United States of North America. For the past 400 today, they want to know. It is among many of you, other than the so-called Negro, who is not a Negro, but is the lost and found members of their own nation, the black nation, who have been lost here without a name that they can call their own today, for they was robbed of that knowledge for the past 400 years. They are asking, and everyone, as I say, is asking, that come in contact with us. Who are the Muslims? They want to know what this name actually means. The name Muslim is the same as that is called Muslim in English. The words or names both mean the same. One has submitted to do the will of Almighty God. It's an Arab word in the Arab language that they call in their language one who has submitted to do the will of Almighty God Allah, is a Muslim. This name was given to the believers of Islam, the true religion of Almighty God Allah, by Abraham in the 22nd chapter of the Holy Quran. This name means a righteous person. It means the people who belongs or is the people of God.
I think to chapter 22 of the Holy Quran. People love to be able to just say, well, I ain't never read that. So turn to the 22nd chapter and the 78th verse. It says, and strive hard for with due strive. He has chosen you and has not laid upon you any hardship in religion. You have to bear me witness. People come in here and join with me. They oftentimes want to know, well, what else to it? What all I got to do? What else I got to do? I tell them, just come to class and follow my instructions. Ain't put them under no hardship. Under hardship, you put yourself under one. I didn't do it. So it says, the faith of your father Abraham. Abram, know of a surety that thy seed, your children, shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, your offspring. You have been invited to the religion of Abraham. Died, carried in his bosom. After we died, Allah raised and sent Elijah to carry us into the religion of Abraham. Which the rich man and so it says, he named you Muslims before. Before he even had any. Great amount of offspring. He said, raise from our offspring a nation of Muslims. Before slavery even happened. And now in this. Before and in this. Meaning what? In the past and now in the present, he named us Muslim. Yeah. It says that the messenger of the covenant may be a bearer of witness to you. And you may be bearers of witness to the people. That's right. You are the best nation raised up for men. You enjoin good and forbid evil. And you don't study war. Only nation on the earth that don't study war. They ain't interested in learning how to go kill nobody. And they get mad at you because you don't want to go kill nobody. They think it's something wrong with you. Naturally, if they thought something was wrong with all of the prophets, they think something is wrong with those who the prophets are the head of. Huh? Yeah. But we know something that they don't know. We know that the Lord said, vengeance is mine. In other words, you don't need to try to get no payback. You just treat them like you want to be treated. Let me worry about them. That's what Allah said. Let me worry about them that think they need to do you some harm. Is anyone offend you? It'd have been better for them that they went swimming with a millstone around their neck in the middle of the sea. That's what he said. Huh? Do that sound like they about to get away with something? No, nobody getting away with it. But he's not willing that anybody should perish, that anyone should have suffer. So he's have patience. He's had long suffering towards us, not willing that any should perish, but that all should do what? Come to repent. Then he don't have to destroy them. God sent Jonah to Nineveh because he wanted to destroy Nineveh. He sent him because he didn't want to destroy Nineveh. Do you understand? And so, there's many times when people, let me finish reading this first though. It says, so keep up prayer and pay your tithes and hold fast to Allah. Allah, he is the truth. Hold fast to Allah. He is your protector. Excellent the protector. And excellent the helper. Excellent, not good. Excellent. Yeah. When the man is excellent, they say, Your Excellency. Yes. That's all right. And we are not lacking in understanding them. One of the brothers called me and told me in some states, I said, letting black officers arrest black people and white officers. If it's mixed, whoever they need to stop, they put that one, somebody who look like him out there. Let him stop it. I don't give solutions that ain't solutions. I give solutions that bring peace, even to corrupt people. Allah have shown me how to make even my enemies at peace with me. Yeah, that is the way Allah does. He fixes it well. Even in the jungle, you notice. There's peace in there. with all them wild things out there. It's a certain time where they go in water, drink water at the same watering hole and all of that. And they just know they better look out. Is that right? And they let each other come drink. Huh? Yeah. Even enemies. Allah makes it show you how he make them good. And in chapter 15 of the Holy Quran, you know, to be a Muslim is to be a righteous person. You can't submit to God and be unrighteous. Everything Allah, even the devil, when he told Allah, well, you know, you made me Aaron, you know. He's trying to as good as saying, what you had in mind when you made me this way? You know I'm finna go out here and make evil seem fair to people. Allah said, that's the right way with me. Huh? I know what I'm. Shall the clay say to the potter, what makest thou? Do you know what I had in mind? I know what's in your mind, but you don't know what's in mine. Huh? Yes, sir. Allah. And he told him, you get as many of them to follow as you as can, so that they, when they fail, make to yourselves friends of the devil. That when you fail to get peace, maybe you'll have sense enough to come back in. Huh? That they receive you into something that's more lasting. Is that right? The way of life that the devil take you into is abject. You know, that's why you hear them all sitting around talking about what it used to be like. Well, I remember when we used to, you could get a milk, a fish, could go to the store with $1 and buy more than you can with 10 now. That's all you used to. Milk used to taste so good. It did it all. Huh? He didn't know how to let well enough alone. When he gave him wealth and sons dwelling in his presence, why wasn't he satisfied? No, he still wanted more. By no means. You think just because you're able to change something that it's always going to be for the better? That's a fool's thinking. How many times have a child been working on something, or a child's mind, and just kept on messing with it until it messed it up? Had to start all over. With it all messing thing, you know, that civilization done failed and they have to start all over. Why? Because you don't never know when he's finished. He didn't know what he was doing in the first place. He's just doing something. Yeah, why are you climbing that mountain? Because it's there. He didn't know why he was doing it. He's just doing it. And when you don't know why you're doing something, you don't know when you done done. What's the first thing out their mouth when what you doing, boy? I don't know. Yeah, that's it. Huh? Why'd you do that? I don't know. And he didn't. He didn't know. You go and catch him doing something he got no business. And he know he ain't got no business. But he do it anyway. He told Allah, you made me Aaron. I'm going to go out there and make evil past him to be. Yeah, that's the right way with me. Hey, okay. Hey, do it. And he sees of it, it's not a good thing. And he keep doing it. Why? Because it's fun to him as long as you ain't doing it to him. Woe to the cheaters. When they exact their dues from men, they take them fully. But when they render out, they don't do unto others as they'd have others do unto them. Right? Mm. Always their deeds seem fair. Their evil deeds seem fair to them until they get it back. Then they holler. Huh? Yeah. That's this world's life. That's the way this world is. Even in the courts and whatnot, he'll clip you. But if you clip his player, he wants the referee to call it. That's the way it is. You know, but they have justice, man. Everybody finna get justice. Abraham named you what? Muslim. In chapter 15, it says, in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. I, Allah, am the seer. The light of the body is the what? The eye. The messenger told you that the prophets were the gods. He told you that. He said that is Allah in that representative, but this is the knowledge that the world have not known. No, they have not known this knowledge. But it's time to know it. The one who brought the word. The book said, the word was brought by God. The word was with God. And the word was God. His word was bond. His bond was life. He had to live by that word. He was stuck with what that word said. If we had desired, we could have gave every soul this guidance. But my word was what? I fill hell with gin and men. Can't take that back. That's got to be done. Huh? Yeah. The word was God. And it says, often will those who disbelieve wish that they were ones who submitted. Huh? Noah's people was like that. You think they didn't wish that they had helped him and that they had went into that ark when it was time? Often. When the volcano erupted and rained fire down on them people in Sodom. Do you think that they wish that they had been ones who submitted? What'd she say? Yes, sir. Yeah. How many times you done messed up? I wish I had followed my first. You wish you had submitted to the first thing, huh? Is that right? Yeah. That happens to. So we cannot act like we don't understand what this is talking about. Because all through life, we have examples of what this is talking about. Often will those who disbelieve, that as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, they disbelieved. Huh? God gave them over to a reprobate mind. Huh? Then when you see it on them, then they want laying up there about to die. Then they want to be, pray for me. well, you mean what now? Pray for you now? Shoot. Man, you better pray before you get in trouble. That's the time to pray. It would have been a terrible time to be come out and after I done start falling down them stairs and then I pray. No, this is what you should have took care of that before that happened. Then you'd have been already protected. You see. So, I mean, I could have broke my neck. Allah don't need no weapon to get you. Allah can get you whatever he wants. Get you while you're walking down the street. The theater. Remember them people sitting up in the theater? And the Joker came in? At least somebody who thought he was the Joker. Is that right? Crazy man came in there. And he had his little partners to go around and lock the doors. Huh? No way out, huh? How many people did he murder? Who thought that they was just going to a move. So now they're saying, well, if everybody had a gun, and listen to the smart people who said if everybody had a gun, then they could have defended themselves. And them is the kind of people in your Congress now that think the answer to people getting shot down is to put guns in everybody's hand. That's rich, ain't it? I mean, did any of y'all see Tombstone? It was the first thing that the law did when they came to town. They said, look, I ain't saying you can't carry a gun, but you can't carry no gun in town. They learned that lesson a long time ago. But you know what happens when you don't honor your fathers and your mothers? You don't pay no attention when they warn you about stuff that they done did and solved it by a certain way. When you throw that away, you got to go back and learn that lesson all over again. So you're going to see people killing each other out in the street and their blood running down in the gutter of the street. Why? Because the inmates done took over the asylum. Thou will see men as drunken, but they won't be. They ain't high on nothing. The chastisement of Allah is severe. Allah said he send you delusion. Notice the term, for this cause God shall send them strong, not illusion. Illusion. How does that happen? What is delusion? Come on. What's the difference in delusion and illusion? Think now. You done been taught to tell. But Uh-huh. Illusion is self-deception. An illusion is what a magician does to you. Huh? God shall send them strong delusion. You know, that's what proudness will do for you. Yeah. When you think you know more than you really do. And somebody who does know try to teach you something, you don't listen. You're too busy in delusion. Do you understand? Yeah. And all of the deluded people always say the same thing. You better read the book for yourself. The book said you couldn't do it. That's what the book said. The book said, wait on the Lord. Trust in the Lord and lean not to your own. Don't delude yourself. But what happens when they don't? You know, when you go to court and he's his own lawyer, what kind of client he got? They said he got a fool for a client, huh? And a man who performs operation on himself. Is he a doctor and he performed an operation on himself? He got a patient, huh? Is that what he said? Well, that's a good example that in this world, people are given these lessons, but they never learn them. If you didn't author the book, how can you claim to be an authority on what you didn't author unless your knowledge is equal with the author? And since our law, let's read this thing right here. I want to show you that, you know, it's certain things that you're going to have to come to terms with. So let's see here. Turn to 59, the 59th chapter of the Holy Quran. And let's go to the 20. Let's go to the 18th verse. O you who believe, keep your duty to Allah. And let every soul consider that which it sends forth for the morrow. Huh? Where does the future or tomorrow begin? Right now. There's a song that said, time keeps on slipping, slipping. Into what? Into the future. Time keeps on slipping into tomorrow. And what you're doing at any particular point in time, you sending that to tomorrow. Huh? Well, let every soul consider that which it sends forth for tomorrow. And not only that, you notice when they tell you once upon a time this happened or that happened, they will say, yeah, but what is the moral of the story? When they ask you what's the moral of the story, what is the lesson in there? What is the understanding you're supposed to come away with? Huh? You know, you have to be careful what you let the generations behind you see you practice, because that's the lesson. That's their lesson. You are their lesson. Do you understand that? You say you don't believe in submitting to God. Set your children up and destroy. You a fool, and you making fools out of them. The fool hath said in his heart, "In the day cometh that shall burn them up, that it shall leave them neither root, parents, nor branch, children." But it says, "And keep your duty to Allah." Surely, it repeats it, huh? Surely Allah is aware of what you do. And be not like, so he makes them forget their own souls. You know, that's going. Don't. Whenever you find a person that is truly self-aware and self-conscious, it's because the self-accusing spirit that Allah gave you is working properly. It's like most people, that's not, it is because they are more self-conscious and self-condemning. Most people who are quick to condemn are people who are not self-conscious, or otherwise they would know that they're not in a position to call themselves judging you while they've been doing the same thing. Or at best, they would think they wasn't good enough to be your judge. You remember the woman they caught in wrong, and Jesus said, "Where's your accuser?" She said, "They ain't gone. They gone." After he told them, "Let him among you who's without sin throw the first stone." And so Jesus looked at her and said, "Well, neither do I condemn you. Just don't do that no more. Go on. Go and sin no more." Is that what he told her? Why? Because when somebody came up to Jesus and told him, "Good master, what must I do?" he stopped him. He said, "Why are you calling me good? Ain't none good but one, and that is God. So don't come laying your flattery on me." Now this is what you do. You do the law. But dispense with all that coming up here puking up on me. Because if I start believing you, then I'm gonna be stumbling. If we was good, then what we need instruction in how to be good for. if we was good. But the difference in the righteous and the unrighteous is that those who are righteous or living, they know that they got to die. They got to change. As Paul said, I die daily. But the dead ain't got sense enough to know that they need anything. They don't need no change as far as they concerned. Conservative. So be not like those who forget Allah, so he makes them forget their own souls. These are the transgressors. Not alike are the companions of the fire and the owners of the garden. No. We give them devils for a companion rather than guidance from Allah. Is it neither? Not alike are the companions of the fire and the owners of the garden. The owners of the garden are the achievers. In order to truly achieve, you have to have a goal that you are trying to achieve. Had we sent down this Quran on a mountain, thou wouldst certainly have seen it falling down, splitting asunder because of the fear of Allah. And we set forth these parables to men that they may sit down and think about it. He is Allah. Look at it. All of them was told to bear witness. He is Allah, besides whom there is no God. Isaiah said the same thing. Said, I am the Lord, and before me there was no God formed. Neither shall be after me. He is Allah, and besides whom there is no God. The knower of the unseen and the seen. The knower of the spiritual and the natural. The one who can stand on the land and the water. He is the beneficent. The one who's full of mercy. He is Allah, besides whom there is no God. Holy, the author of peace. That's what the Holy Scriptures are. They are peace in written form. And if you practice what's in them, your life will reflect the peace that is authored by them. Why all these wars and why all of this confused to do unto others as they would have others do unto them? The minute you practice that, wars will stop. What's the first thing you say to somebody when they go to jugging at you? Leave me alone. Is that what you said? You don't fight. You know why these people fight? Because somebody won't leave somebody else alone. Somebody trying to force somebody else to do something that somebody else don't want to do. Somebody's trying to be somebody else's keeper, not recognizing that there's not a soul, but it already has a keeper. And you can't be nobody else's keeper because everybody has their own keeper. And you're going to learn you can't make grown people do nothing. Muslims are not mindless automatons. Muslims are ones who have submitted their will to do the will of God. We are ones who submit to the best knower. We are not proud. And I don't care how much we learn, instead of being puffed up by it, knowledge puffeth up. But righteousness humbleth. Natural knowledge puffeth up. Spiritual knowledge humbleth. The grantor of security. Guardian over all. What's that another way of saying? To the parent or what? Guardian of who? The earth is the Lord, the fullness thereof, the world, and they that dwell therein. Well, if everybody belong to the Lord, then the Lord is the guardian of all. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, long as we all on the same page. And what are children supposed to do when their parent or guardian tells them something? Keep your duty to Allah and obey me. We sent no messenger, but that he should be the guardian. Obeyed by who? By whoever him. So the mighty, the supreme, the possessor of greatness. You know, most people, for instance, they throw that term around. Alexander the what? Greatness belongs wholly to Allah. Because it is the knowledge and wisdom or understanding that a person has that makes them do great things. Wars do not make one great. You remember what Yoda told Luke? He said, I'm looking for a great warrior. He told him, wars don't make nobody great. Unless you want to call a kindergarten class the more ignorant the mind, the less peace you find among them. That's why you have to watch babies closer than you have to watch anybody. You have to police them closer than anybody. because he'll haul off and smack the other one and take what don't belong to him and lie. I didn't take it. Is that right? And they fighting in that war with each other. Ain't nothing great about war. Except error. You are in great error. As in a whole lot. Great as in a whole lot. Error. He is Allah. He says, glory that which they set up with him. We make cars, but we're not a car. We made the sun. The sun did not make us. We makes the moon and we made the stars. And how does the creation with its creator as an equal to its creator? You just don't do that. We made the sun subservient to you. That's where you get the knowledge that he that is greatest among you, let him be the servant of all. The sun is a planet, and it's greater than all of the rest of them. It's much more to it than the rest. It emits more light than the rest. Then let it serve the rest. You see? The more in like any particular subject, then it is your duty. If you know that you have greater than what's being offered, you at least owe it to them to offer. Otherwise, it was wasted on you. As the messenger, all messengers said the same. If you think you have greater understanding than me, let's hear it. Come get up here and let me question you so that I can be properly relieved. It was only when properly relieved. You cannot take a post that someone wiser than you is currently in position of or on duty, and then you come in there and don't have the talent or the knowledge to carry on from where they leave off. The messenger told you couldn't nobody come behind him but God. All of them told you the same thing. Look for the one that's rightly guided, the spirit of truth, the comforter, the Lord. He is Allah, the creator, the maker, the fashioner. His are the most beautiful names. Whatever is in the heavens and the earth declares his brightness, his glory, his understanding. Everything declares understanding if you know how to hear it, if you know how to extract it from it. It's all there. And he is the mighty one, the wise one. That's right.
Righteousness and justice. The name Muslim kindly most of people because they know not what the name means.
I know that's the truth. The first time I heard the term Muslim, so what in the world is that? Never heard no such a word. What in the world is a Muslim? Oh, wasn't strange to you because you wasn't born when he was saying this. And when you was born, Muslim was a common name. Well, when I was born, Muslim was no common name. Muslim was, people didn't even want to even try to say it right. They said Muslim. Muslim. Say, don't you want to be? I don't want to be no Muslim. That's what we'd say. That's what I heard many people say. And you ask, well, what is it? I don't know and don't care. That's what it is. Don't know and don't care. And get that stuff out of here. Don't be calling me your black sister, your black brother. That's the way they talk. Some of your parents. I was there. I didn't hear about it. I experienced it. And so the messenger, he wasn't lying. He wasn't lying. Just listen.
But it means a righteous person or a person of God, meaning one who himself is from the creator of heaven and earth, and not one that has become one from another, but we are of God, the original black people, Almighty us in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praises is due, who came looking for that lost member of the black nation, as it is written in the
Allah taught us, taught him in person, in the person of Master Farad Muhammad. He came looking for that lost member. He was lost, now found. That's what he said, and he raised after he found him. He found Elijah and sent him back to the cemetery to find him and pull me out of there. Why did he do that? Why didn't he just come and find me and pull me out? Because it's written, I will send you Elijah That's what was written. Can't get away from the word. If you get away from the word, then it makes appear that everything is just happening by chance. But when you follow the scripture, you discover that ain't nothing happened by chance. You see, it said here, God would come in person. That's what I is. I is a personal. I, God, will send you Elijah. Well, what God will send him? He was made for the purpose. But the messenger said, our God is not a made God. He's a created God. He said, I hope you understand. Yeah. Yes, I understand. He did what he was supposed to do. Raised and sent Elijah. Because even though Jacob made an enemy for us, Jacob was not our enemy. He was God. But he declared one greater than himself was coming, and he would be the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob. That's right. Yes. When you get 100, you got 99. You got 88. You got 57. You got 55. All of them is 100. Do you understand? It's all. So, of all them numbers that came before it, huh? It's a greater one than all of them that made up that one. All of them is part of that one. You understand? So, we are not going too fast because we know that you don't like to hear some of what we have to say because some of you want to be something that you're not. Yourself is a righteous one who submits. You had better do it for 40-something years, accept your own and be yourself. I come to my own now. You don't have to be one who received me not. You could have been one who received me. But if you reject me, then know this. My people perish for the lack of knowledge. And because you have rejected knowledge, I will also reject you. I hope you hear me. It's just like that boy. The reason you ain't heard from Smallwood no more is because I don't let him in here. He keep trying to get in. And I keep telling brother, you know, want to come in here for what? You're through coming in here, getting yourself in more trouble than you're already in. And when I open the door next time to him, maybe he'll act like he got some sense. Huh? Yes. I would like to try to save them. But I let them see what it's like to be without me for a while. You come in here stealing a hearing. You know, you better come in here and not just hear me, but go out and obey me. If you don't obey me, you are just stealing a hearing. When you steal, you don't give nothing of equal value for what you took. If you take this and you're not able to submit, you'd have done better not to take it. Because you are now guilty of not just me, you're guilty of the whole body of the Lord. The messengers of God, that's my body. And I've broken my body and gave it to you. Broke pieces of it off and gave it to you. Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. How many times have you said, put that on down for us? I'm breaking it down for you. And drink this understanding. This is my blood. And whoever eateth this bread and drinketh this blood, drinketh this cup, and is not worthy or able to submit, you are guilty. If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not had sin. But now they have no cloak. You heard the messenger said that he was warning you about a trumpet that wasn't going to just be from the mouth. It was going to be through a mechanical instrument. And they linking it up now. That was in 72 when it ain't being linked up now. The links is there. www.thenewnationofislam.com, and there's a link in there that the brothers he put on there. It even send you right to our meetings right here. You just click on the link. Is that how? Did the messenger see it? All right. If I had not come and spoke unto them, they what? But thanks to Mother America, I was born here, and she fixed up internet. They thought they was doing it for something else, but they were just being guided and molded to, the fish that swallowed Jonah, special prepared fish, a great fish that the Lord prepared to swallow Jonah. Is that right? Yeah. America was prepared by God to swallow me. And now the internet got ready, and now I'm out on dry ground all over all continents, using the mechanical instrument to speak to the nations. And some of them, it ain't but 2 people there listening, but they there. Huh? You think they haven't told others? But don't nobody think the American so-called Negro. How you know that? Because the Japanese been over here and used to have stores all through black community. Chinese, the same. All of the people that came over here and seen us here and thought nothing of us. Well, he shall separate them as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Is this it? Now, let's see how this thing went and why. In the 25th chapter of Matthew, it says in the 31st verse, it says, when the Son of Man shall come in to his glory. You see, the light bulb is the glorifier of the electrician. It is the place where the electricity, where you can glory of the electricity, the light bulb. I'm the place where the word of God, you can see the glory of it, the understanding, the brightness of it, the peace that it has the power to give. Every time I open my mouth and you listen to me, hear me, then you will see that the word of God actually can bring peace into your mind when you properly understand it. If you take it in, it will bring peace of mind to you. It says, when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, hereafter shall you see heaven open, and the angels of God ascending and descending on the brain of the Son of Man. That's what it's talking about. It says, then shall you notice the word is called he. Tell me something. The doctor became the doctor how? By the words that went and formed that mind. Then he or she is actually not applicable in the sense of gender. Because it's a woman, the doctor is still the doctor, regardless of what kind of man it is, whether it's the womb man or simply the man. But both of us got man in our name. It's just that one is the womb man. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But the mind, man's both of, whether it's the womb man or the male man, as you say. Huh? So we are not a people who don't know what we talk. You've been listening to people who talk like that commercial, like that news thing. You don't have to, you don't never say you don't know. Just sound like you know what you're talking about. Ain't nobody gonna say that. Why? Because you might be dumb, but they dumber. So don't just say it with authority, authoritative tone, and they won't nobody say nothing. Well, that monkey don't swing no more. When you come in here and try to say it with authority now, I stop you and ask you, now, where are you getting this from? Huh? Coming up here with some dinosaurs. Examine. Huh? Ain't that how it's supposed to go? You notice they don't never let you examine those. No, don't touch it. You find out it ain't nothing but some plastic hair. This man is a liar. He's the chief liar. He's the arch deceiver. You ain't got no deceiver greater than him. He's the arch deceiver. in the 24th chapter of Isaiah, just turn the page, of Matthew, it's right there, right before it. It says, and this gospel of the kingdom in the 14th verse of the 24th chapter, this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. Huh? Now, taking that in mind, what did that mean? Huh? Well, yeah, then shall the Lord come, but what does the words themselves note? You know, it's time that you understand that the end don't just mean the end of a movie. Doesn't the word end also mean purpose? To what end are you doing this? Huh? What is the purpose of this? Huh? Well, what was the purpose of the gospel? It was for instruction in righteousness to produce a righteous man. And when all of this is done throughout the earth, then shall you see. Now, it says, it does not yet appear what we shall be, but we shall be like him when he appears. I am the purpose for all of these scriptures here. I'm the first new man. I'm the original man of the new world. That's right. And that's exactly what I was told to say. Who shall I tell him I am? Tell him I am. What? The original man. I'm the first man of the new world. No other man, no other mind is formed like mine. And so he said, then shall the end come. Well, and so the end is the Lord. The purpose of it was to produce the Lord. And it says, and before him shall be gathered all nations. This is the 32nd verse of the 25th chapter. And he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. Now, if I had not seen Mama's store and the Chinaman market in Watts when I was growing up, and the Jews down there on 103rd Street owning Martin's shoe store and all of that stuff, I done seen these people come in our community and take me. None of them cared about slavery and what happened to us. All they cared about was setting up their businesses, and we were totally consumers. They didn't even teach us to want to go in business. They taught us to want to go get a job. So they owned the stores and we worked in them. And then they knew what we was making, and they therefore knew what to charge in order to make sure we stayed broke, and all we did was just work for them. So they didn't care. Now I'm talking to all of these nations. you'll take me seriously after a while. You see a few more meltdowns like you saw in Japan. The same God that made the horse as a sign for you. That's the power he have on the earth here. Just shake one little spot. That's where your reactor is safe and poison you. Make the water all around you unfit, unsafe to live around. And at any time he please. I know you think that radiation cannot be done away with or whatnot. It can be done away with just with a word. Stop. Because everything is a creature. And everything can speak and everything can be quiet. When it's emitting radiation, it's speaking. And when it ain't, it's quiet. You say it goes inert. How you gonna fight the God that's been around here so long that he can't remember he wasn't around here? He can't even remember a time when he wasn't there. Well, it says, and he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, come, you blessed of my Father. In Abraham shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. Come, you blessed of my Father. Abraham, my father. That's right. He named me Musa. Yeah, that's right. He said, and inherit the kingdom. Somebody got to die. Inherit the kingdom. If you submit, die not unless you are Muslim. And if you let the devil's understanding that's in you die, then you will inherit the kingdom. Do you understand? We put the kingdom in you. Yeah. And it says, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was in hunger, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. Blessed are they that do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger. I'm not of this world. Not of this world. I'm a stranger. The messengers of God were strangers. Abram, your seed shall be a stranger. I was a stranger. And you took me in. Huh? Yeah. Naked. Totally ignorant. And you clothed me. I was sick. And you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, Son of Man, when? And when did we see you hungry and fed thee, and thirsty and gave thee to drink? When did we see you a stranger and took you in, or naked and clothed? Or when saw we you sick or in prison and came unto? And the King of men will say, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as you have done it unto one of the least of these, my brethren, you have done it unto me. And then the ones on the left hand. Who is he talking to? The nation. Huh? Yeah. Japan better be glad they helped on and did business with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Sold us some fish. And tried to work with us, and even told the messenger when some of us was running over there behind him trying to undermine him. So they deserve some mercy. You know, Peru, you notice you don't hardly hear about no bad stuff happening in Peru. Because they sold us fish, packaged up, even cartoned it up in with our logo on it, the Nation of Islam. And had, just like on the front of the Muhammad speak, had them little boxes of fish, blue, red, and white, and had the flag on it, and had the two brothers with their hands out and the earth up underneath. We had a little song, the fish song, and it said, we're in your neighborhood with that fish today. Muhammad's own time brought it all the way. And from Elijah to you, it's imported from Peru, the purest fish in town. Why don't you pick up 5 or 10 pounds? We're in your neighborhood. Yeah. Well, I never forgot that. Yeah. Peru. And you hardly hear anything bad happening to them. We had sardines from Morocco. Yeah. And the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Everybody who helped him, you don't have no bad news about him today. And everybody who refused, as that song say, I'm catching hell, living here alone. Yeah. Why? Because of what? When I was hungry, you didn't feed me. When we was hungry, that fish from Peru, when we first got 29 cents a pound, was what we were selling it for. Now, how much was they giving it to us for? I remember the messenger when he was speaking on it once, he said, you here paying $1, $2, $1 and something a pound. He said, I'll get you 5 pounds for that. And he literally did get us 5 pounds for $1. And we was able to sell it and make 100% profit. That's just how the people was willing to deal with us, because he was ordering millions of pounds at a time. So we've been robbed to the very marrow of our bones by this enemy here. When a man controls your salary and controls the prices in the market, he can keep you broke. So I'm going to show you how to get out from under that robber if you work with me. You know, it's hard to do anything first you want. You hate yourself. You hate yourself, and you hate me for looking like you, acting like I know something. You don't like no black man that stand up and say he knows something. You'll say that nigga think he's something. Why you say it like that? Because in your mind, a nigga ain't nothing, never was nothing, never will be nothing. So that's the first thing out your mouth. That nigga think he's something. And listen at you, sitting there listening and mad, and now you kind of got a little halfway face because you know I done peeped your whole car. But if I was white, look how many of them gave everything to Jim Jones. Huh? Even gave their manhood to him. Let him turn them into a woman. Calling him father. You ain't got no business calling none of these people father. Little old 6-day-old baby and you around here ancient. Calling them father. No, sir. Call no man on earth father. That's what I was told. That there's one father. Even God. There you go. Fear not, little flock. It is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Yeah. That's what's written. And so let's hear the messenger a little bit more. You see how much we can talk on just a few words that they say? Just a moment. This thing didn't reset.
Agreeing that is the truth. That no man can be accepted by God unless he believes in God and submits to do his will. Therefore, when one submits to do the will of God, an Arab, they call that person a Muslim. We say in English, one who obeys God, or one who have submitted himself to God to do his will.
Now you notice, the Bible tells you that you need to be Muslim. And they taught you in the school that you can always substitute the meaning of a word for the word, and the sentence will still make sense. Look at this. In the oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. You're not always according to what they taught us. As I say, the Bible tells you to be a Muslim. They come talking about, I ain't read that nowhere in the Bible. It's all through the Bible. Yeah, Jesus, what you think he, since you know that Muslim mean one who submits to the will of God, what you think thy will be done mean? Huh? Father, not my will, but I submit to your will. Let your will be done. Huh? Why? Because I believe in entire submission to your will. What do Islam mean? Entire submission to the will of God. That's just another way of saying I believe in Islam. Huh? Jesus was a Muslim. He was one who submitted to do God's will. Let's go here to the 4th chapter of the book of James. It says, you notice the Holy Quran says that leave me alone. Turn to it. With him whom I created. Where's that at? Chapter 74. And verse 11. It says, leave me alone with him whom I created. Huh? And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. Leave me alone with him. Huh? Yeah. It says, and gave him vast riches and sons dwelling in his presence, and made matters easy for him. And yet, what? He desires more. Huh? That ain't enough for him. What the 4th chapter of John says. Of James. It's, from whence come wars and fightings among you? Come they not hence? Meaning from this, even of your lust, your desires for more? That war in your members? Huh? Who you see fighting over the resources of the earth? White folks. Members of each other, they fighting among themselves like wolves. They go and hunt in a pack. Then after they get the prey that they hunted, then they go to fighting over who's gonna get the most. Is that they fighting over it? Hitler was a white man. Mussolini was a white man. Napoleon was a white man. Patton was a white man. You remember when Patton was fighting? They was fighting the Germans, right? He liked the Germans more than he did the Russians, his allies. Is that right? He said, I kicked these Russians in the behind, and they tried to drink with him. He told him that, I don't want to drink with no SOB. That's what and they called each other that. What is that? Two wolves fighting over the prey. So, whence come wars? As it says, and fightings among you. Come they not hence? Even of your lust that war in your members? You lust and have not. You kill and desire to have and cannot obtain. You fight and war, yet ye have not, because you ask not. He think it's beneath him to ask you to share something with him. He'll take it. He went forth conquering and to conquer. Huh? He don't like peace. God help me. I love it. And looking at all them damn dead bodies. Is that right? Yeah. And he's out there in his tank looking at it and he said, God help me. I love it. Is that right? Yes. Yeah, man. From the halls of Montezuma to the shores of Tripoli, we will fight our country's battle on the air and land and sea. Huh? First to fight for right and freedom, then to keep our honor clean. Yeah, I mean, they make songs about fighting. Love to fight, man. Huh? Yes, sir. What do the lions and the dogs and the cats and all of them have in common? They play at fighting. Keep sharp. Right? Because that's how he go and get his food. So you'll see them wrestling with each other and playing and fighting, and sometimes they get mad and go to one bit the other one a little too hard, and they go to fight in a minute. They don't hurt each other, but they'll fight with each other. Is that right? Like your basketball and your football and all of that, keeping you at each other, keeping you wearing each other's different, one is the Tigers and the other one is the Dolphins. And you there arguing with each other, and fighting with each other over a game. Yeah. Yeah, just like the four-legged beast, the two-legged ones. And it says, you adulterers and adulteresses. The third verse says, you ask and receive not, because you ask amiss. And you're getting on your knees. Oh, Lord, help me go kill this so-and-so. What God are you praying to? This ain't the one that said, thou shalt not kill this. And then it says, you ask amiss that you may receive it, you may consume it upon your lust. You're just wanting to have more. All lifestyles of the rich and famous. I got this big, my house worth $50 million. So-and-so got one over there worth $75 million. Well, I'm going to tear this one down and build me one worth $80 million. I'll say old barn. He man had plenty barns, barns was full and everything, and he didn't have no place to put the rest of it. He said, I think I know what I do. I would tear these down and build bigger barns. Huh? He never think about sharing nothing. Huh? If he become a millionaire, he wants the billionaire. I want to be the billionaire. If he come now, he want to be the first trillionaire. Yeah. Yes, sir. Just consuming it upon his lust. Because he's so empty inside. Because the more he goes after that stuff, the more he has to push God out. Otherwise, he'd know that, let me share some of this with all these hungry people. These people that ain't got nothing and whatnot. But he don't do that. Let them get there like I got mine. I work hard for what I get. That's what he claims. Just wicked. So, you adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? Why are you in love with this wicked world? Make to yourselves friends of the mammon of what? Right. That when you fail to get peace, maybe you realize that ain't what it's about. But you in love with it. Even when you fail, you ain't got sense enough to recognize that you're failing, and you keep on doing the same thing. That what they say, a fool is that person who keep doing the same thing looking for a different result. Well, let's see here. Do you think that the scripture saith in vain, the spirit that dwelleth in us lusteth to envy? Yeah. Everything that they get it for one purpose, is to make other people envy them. All of their desires is just so they can come and show people that ain't got nothing. Look what I got. That's the way children are. You watch a little child that grew up in it, his parents had everything. He come here, let me show you this new bike I got. Let me show you this new car I got. Let me show you this so-and-so. Look, how you like these shoes? I got plenty of them. You don't even think, why would you go and boast of what you have to somebody who walk around with cardboard in their shoes? He likes to see you envy him. The mind in them lusted to envy. You see? It desireth just so it can make other people envy. Huh? Then it says, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he said, God resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. He don't give his grace to selfish, niggardly people, proud people, who only thing they can see is dollar signs. But you think the preacher see when he get them great big churches that can hold thousands of people and fix them up real? Because every person that walk in there has a dollar sign there. So, submit yourself. Be Muslim. One who submit. Be Muslim. Therefore, resist the devil, and he will flee from you. Submit yourselves, therefore, unto God. Be Muslim. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. See? You can substitute the word for the meaning of it, and you can substitute the meaning of the word for the word, and the sentence will still make sense. You see? So, I'll let you hear a little bit more from the messenger.
But he is called Muslim in their language. I want you to remember that the Muslims is the true people of God. They are the black people. They are a people that is peaceful and very submissive. This you agree with me. Now,
Who are the only people on earth not trying to get guns to fight people? The Muslims. The nation that Allah raised from Abraham's offspring. It started with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and it's ending with me. That's right. I'm not interested in going and getting no guns stuff, man. No. I don't want to kill anybody. And Allah said that he's through letting people kill us. Now, enough of our blood been shed already. Submit yourselves, therefore, unto God. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. Resist the devils that's in your mind, that where you've been afflicted, telling you that a black man ain't nothing and that you ain't got to listen to no black man tell you. Now you better resist them devils. And you do so, and he will flee from you. When you see all of the good that I'm here to do for you, you will be glad that you resisted that evil part. Until pretty soon, You won't have them kind of thoughts no more. Not only not about me, you won't have that kind of thought about no black man. And then you're on your way out of slavery. Then you start to have substance up here instead of sawdust.
What do they believe in? They believe in the one God, whose proper name is Allah. Second, we believe in the Holy Quran and in the scriptures of all the prophets of God. Third, we believe.
We didn't say we believe in some of the scripture. We believe in all of them. How you know that's true? Do you not see us teaching out of all of them? How you know them as hypocrites over there in the East, talking about they believe in all of the scriptures? They say that. You see any Bibles in there? How many of them do you hear quote what's in the Bible? The only ones you hear quoting and reciting from all scriptures, you have to come to that which you call the new nation of Islam. That's where you find someone who don't just say we believe in all of the scriptures, but we have them up here open and teaching out of them. Huh? Man tried to tell me, he sent a little post. I invited him in here. I guess he got scared. Come talking about Assalamu alaikum. It means Assalama, which means peace, and he was safe. And he teaching me Arabic. And I told you all that AS, it means Allah's salam alaikum. And that is an abbreviation for Allah's salam alaikum. He started telling me, I don't know what I'm talking about. But he the one don't know what he's talking about. That's like somebody coming in here and I tell him, well, we are about to go to the store. And they start telling me, well, we don't mean what you're saying. It means yes. Yeah, if I was speaking French, I guess it would mean that. But I'm speaking English, and it means this in English. He didn't come in. I was hoping he'd come in here so I could shut his mouth. But, you know, brother and sister, when you speak English, you are speaking in many tongues. So, you know, just like see, I see you. See mean yes in Spanish, but it don't mean yes in English. Do you understand? So, you know, you don't find me at a loss for words when people attack me. Whatever level you come at me on, I can meet you there. Now, whether I choose to meet you there, that's a different story. It's just like you might come in here and might decide to come at me with a bunch of cussing and swearing. And it ain't that I don't know how, but I ain't there with you with no more. Letting all that filth fly out of my mouth. But make no mistake, I learned how to do it with the best of them when I was in the Marine Corps. And even before I went in there, I knew how to do that. I know how to boo-boo on myself, but I'm not gonna do that either. When I didn't know no better, I boo-booed on myself, and my mother had to change me. What I look like walking around here, a big old stand up in the mud man boo-booing on myself. Likewise, what you look like, a man that claimed to be a real man or a Muslim, and you run around here cussing and swearing like a sailor or something. So just because you know what level they coming on, that don't mean you have to get down on that level with them. You're supposed to have a bottom to where you will go. Hell is a bus pit. Well, how low are you willing to go? All right. So now, anybody got any questions before I let you go? You know, I teach you 5 hours, and that's long enough. You know, I consistently teach you 5 hours.
I have a question, son of man.
Yes,
You hear
ma'am.
me?
Yes, ma'am. I hear you.
What's a jackal?
A jackal is a wild dog.
Oh,
So
a jackal's not a devil then.
say what?
Our dog is not a devil then. A devil dog.
Not really. Just a wild dog. Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Then may Allah bless us all, keep us safe and in our right minds. May Allah's Assalamu alaikum.
Your conference recording has